to the SHAC Shack. Safe, happy and creative. Stay home and craft. And my name's Barbara Gray and I'm hanging out with you for an hour, doodling. Is anybody in the building? Is the volume on? Paul, can you hear me okay? Because I've got lots of lovely things to do with you. And then once I know that you're here, then we can get crack-a-lacking. Crackers. Ask me if I finished my crackers for Christmas Day. Tell you what I did do though. Got a t-shirt. You like? Yeah, look, just hanging with my nomies. Can anybody hear me though? Good morning, Hilda. Always lovely to see a bit of life in the building, especially from Scotland. Come on in. Good morning, Sonia. Guten Morgen. Heidi, grüß dich. Lovely to have your company. Are you in Germany, Heidi, or are you in England? Which side of the channel are you on today? Of course, it's quite fresh in here. It was -4 or 5 degrees. Marion, grüß dich. Dein Stollen schmeckt fantastisch. Marion in Germany, lovely Marion. She sent a beautiful parcel with lots of gifts, German goodies. And so, yeah, so the grayscalers thing is on hold. It's on ice for a few days. She's in England. Good. Heidi, glad to hear that you're in England. Now, let's have a look. Everybody's here. Well, come on in. Shut the door. It's freezing. What we're going to do today? Well, did you know, I was having a little think about you all, and this today is the number 236. This is the bus number 236, just about to leave the depot. 236 hours we've been hanging out together now since lockdown. I mean, I know we kind of calmed it down a little bit. We were doing 5 days a week, weren't we, in the beginning? But once a week is still important, I think. Come on in. Lovely to have your company. Just finished work, Alison. You're on nights. Yeah. Couldn't resist it. You understand. I don't usually buy this stuff, but I just thought, yeah. I don't know if you can look. Can you see how shiny it is? I don't even know if you can wash it. Whether it's just I don't know. I bet you can't iron it. I bet that'd sort your iron out. Suppose you got to iron it from the inside. Is that right? Okay. Anyway, hanging out with me nomies. Couldn't resist. And I've put, look, got the stickers. Gnomes. Elves. I know. I'm getting in the festive spirit here. We've got these stickers, you know. Our stocking stuffer stickers. Say that when you've had a sherry or two. Stocking stuffer stickers available to buy on our website, which is in that corner. It's the opposite of what you think. Down here on the left, claritystamp.com. There you go. I'll never make a good presenter on telly. There you go. They're good. Stocking stuffer stickers. And if you have got them, bear in mind that all these little bits around here, they also are stickers. They're not just for flourish. They're proper. These are vinyl stickers as well. So you can peel them off and put them back again. See? They're not just cheap, you know. Not just any old stickers, she said. Which reminds me, I found a young fella, a delivery guy, stumbling around in the garden undergrowth this morning when I came up here. Such a lovely, you know, I don't know, poor bloke. And he was stumbling around with this great big box looking to put me turkey somewhere. Turkey's arrived. Kelly Bronze didn't let us down. So that's cool. Yeah. So at 7 o'clock this morning when I came up here, there was some lovely foreign fella stumbling around. Hello. Wow. It's a funny old world, isn't it? Hey? It's a funny old world. Now, let me see. Paul, sound is perfect. Good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, so let me see. Have you ticked your box? Have you ticked in your boxes? Nearly time to start. Have you wrapped your presents? Have you sent your cards? Have you made your cards? This is me. No, no. Have I sent my presents? No. Have I made the presents? No. Oh, I've made the presents. Yeah. They're all made. I just faltered at the last minute. So these are going to be New Year's presents now, friends. New Year's presents coming up. It's all right. Spreads the love a little bit into the new year. I can't do it all, you know, and I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. We're traveling gently. I know. I just thought, you silly, you know, what's the point of making something and then not getting it in the box and getting it to the post? But the time just ran away with me. So that's the end of that. Not the end of it. New Year's presents coming up. I'm not going to get my knickers in a twist about it. I'm just hanging with my nomies. What else? The kids are home. And that's why everything's on hold. Blogs on hold. Have I done a daily blog? Have I been into the office? Have I been hanging out with the children? Oh, yes. Have I had a good time? Oh, yes. Have we had a laugh? Yes. Did I win at Monopoly? Oh, yes. Rinsed. It was such a good game. At the beginning, I was losing my derriere, okay? And I just kept the prudent reserve, the money. I just kept banking the money. Every time I went round, I got another 200, another 200. They were buying up property like lunatics, right? And I just had, we were doing the Game of Thrones one. I just had the wall, right? But every time someone landed on the wall, put my little hand out. Anyway, I ended up with I had more money than the bank had in the end in this Monopoly game. And that is where I won. Because then I started building on my I only had three properties. Well, three, you know, but they were like the Park Lane ones. So every time someone sat on that, another 1,200, please. They were getting so frustrated. And then they had to start mortgaging their houses and properties. So I was like, yeah, it's okay. Would you like to borrow some money? It was good. And I'm no Monopoly expert, I can tell you, but I know to keep a prudent reserve. Anyway, so yeah, we've had so much fun with the kids. Yesterday we went to see Mum and Dad. You know, they hadn't seen Mark for 3 years, people. 3 years. It was one of those moments, you know. Yeah. It's crazy. But, you know, Dad's still here. Mark's here. Blooming weird world, isn't it? Anyway, I remind myself of that pottery chap, Keith Brahma Jones. I do understand him, you know. It's not sadness that makes me cry. It's happiness. Anyway, so 150 fellow Nomies in the room. Well, to know me is to love me. Right. Are we going to do some doodling? Are we going to do some doodling, friends? The house looks like a bomb's hit it. The house looks like a bomb's hit it. There are big people all over the place sleeping. So it didn't look too good before they landed. Now it looks like it's been ransacked. It looks like it's been burgled. Well, maybe it has. We don't even know yet. The delivery arrived yesterday. The shopping delivery, you know, like from Ocado. Good Lord. It's so difficult to know what to shop for, isn't it, when you're shopping online? The kids were like, who else is coming? It's just so much food. I said, well, you can't go out. We've got to start eating now. Yeah, so I've overcooked it a little bit. But the turkey stumbled around the back garden this morning. How many glasses does she need? Right, come on. Stop larking about, friends. You all right? Oh, I've got to put these ones on to look at you. Oh, that's better. Now you look better. How are you? Are you all right? Huh? You okay? It's a funny old time of year as well, isn't it? It's a funny old time of year at any time. At any time. So at the moment, it's very, very strange. You don't really know whether to go out, not go out, have people around, not have people around. I think in the end, you just have to do what's right for you. You have to know. You know, if you're jabbed, you've got your vaccines and that, you'll be okay. Just got to be safe. Stay safe. Stay safe, you know? It'll be all right. One day at a time, eh? And today we're going to do a doodle. So let's have a look. I thought we'd have a look at what we did last week. Are you ready for this? Come on. Let's do a little bit, shall we? You rock. Has Dave got me some yogurt? No. We haven't got any of the gallons of yogurt. No, we haven't got any of that. No, I'm off the yogurt. I'm on the diet, aren't I? You can't have full fat Greek yogurt by the tub. These are quite comfortable, these t-shirts, actually. I've never kind of gone for this sort of stuff, but it's cheap and cheerful, isn't it? Right, come on then. Let's have a look what we did last week. Do you remember? It was so pretty. We learnt how to make a border with writing. Do you remember? I heard a bird. This is the lovely Festive postcards. So these are the postcards that we've been working on. Right, we've got the whimsy, we've got the flowers, and we've got the Christmas. Kind of seasonal thing, really, aren't they? So the poppets, they kind of work for everything. They just work all year round. They're just beautiful little. So you see, you got a large one, and then you get a little one. And the idea that we had was that you can do lovely colouring, and then you can create borders around the outside. So we've got the whimsy ones, we've got the flower ones, they're nice. So this is the large flower one, and then there's the small flower one. And here's a card, for example, that we did. And then we doodled a really nice border, see, around the little one. So that's pretty cool. Then we've got, look, see, we doodled a border around her as well. She's lovely, isn't she? She's a whimsy one. And now we're working on the Christmas ones. Of course we are. So this is what we did last year at Christmas. See, and then there's a little one as well. And now, for your pleasure, I love these ones. These are so nice. I mean, if you've got a set of these now and started, you know, call this your therapy pack, right? You could get a set of these. You get all 3 sets of postcards for the price of 2. It's a good price. And then you could call it your therapy pack. And even if you can't join in the SHAC Shack on a Thursday, just get your therapy pack out, get your colouring pencils out, and just do something lovely. Hey, therapy. Don't get cheaper than that. Pottery is also therapy, but it's a lot more expensive than a pack of postcards, I can tell you. All right. So, and where are we now on our bus number 236? Right, so we did that. Now I need the other glasses. God, Barbara. Right, I need the other glasses. So the other glasses are telling me, I heard a bird in the dark of December, a magical thing and sweet to remember. I heard a bird, and then it goes on, right? So this was a really nice colouring exercise that we did. Nice project, large one, around the outside. Then we also, at the end of last week, what we did was, I haven't transferred it though. Can you see? We did some holly. Let me just come in a little bit. There we are. Can you see that now? So we did a little doodle in the corner, didn't we? See? And then we did, so you pick something from the center and then you create something, a little flash of interest. Put your style to it, you know? That was quite nice. And I thought what we could do today is use the little one and make a frame around her, because we've been making frames. That's the key here, isn't it? And if you look here, look, this is just the year in review almost, but you see we've got the autumn template. Do you remember when we did the autumn one? Hello Autumn. That was the one that I did with a little Here we are, look. That's that one. Remember? So you've got your template for that one. Then we did this, actually then we extended it, didn't we? This is pretty cool. See, we made it longer. Look, like that. That was already been transferred. Then we did, for example, this one. See? So they all work. See how they all sit really nicely on so they're transferable. And the point is, because we use them because we do them on tracing paper, see? I'm not saying that this one goes with the flowers, because it doesn't really. But the point is, look, this is her coloured in. I'll make her coloured in so it's more interesting. See? You can put the frames around any of the images, you see. So we've got our templates, that's what I'm saying. Autumn, right now I'm going to do a winter one with you. And I thought, well, we keep going square, square, square. So let's do something a little different. And these, just by way of interest, because several people were asking after these last time, this is on parchment. So these are already printed on parchment, coloured in for you. But because it's on parchment, what that means is that you can go in with your ball tools, for example, right? You can get your ball tools, and because it's parchment, you can stretch the parchment, can't you? So if you've got a soft, this is where, to me, this is where it's the bridge, isn't it, from parchment art to our kind of art, you know, to stamping and doodling. And so when you take something that's already printed on parchment like this, you can then take let me take my number 6 ball tool, for example. Then when you see, this is soft now, this mat. So this is the wonderful thing about parchment. See, I can come in here, see that white, and I can stretch that parchment. Lightly does it though. You've seen me do this before, but I love being able to add that kind of, see, when I turn that over, let me see if I can put that on black. Can you see how it's already going white? Just that little flash of white. So that's how it works, you see. You add a bit of pressure. I don't want to do too much. You use the biggest ball tool and you can get a really lovely, subtle, see how it stretches it, look. So when you turn it over, you're already starting to see the advantages of being on parchment. Isn't that superb? And then you can take different size ball tools. Like I can go to a really what's this one? A bit extreme grey. See if I can find another one. Hang on. What have I got here? 1.5, a bit better. So I can come in here and let's say I want to put like white dots on the there you go. I want to put some white embellishments here. Because I work on the back, on the dull side. Print. How am I doing? Work on this side. I'm on the wrong side. Work on the. You can work on either side according to this. Right. If I work on the shiny side, look, it even works on this side. If I work on, I'm working on the dull side now. I should work on the shiny side, right? And then when I do this, you'll see I can, look, I can add whiteness. Completely changes it. Look, see, you can add whiteness, you could add detail, you can add a little bit of snow. So if that's the dull side, going back that way, right? So I'll add a little bit more whiteness to this. Now, let's bring this back round the other way, grey. And you'll see, so I'm just explaining what a difference it makes when you use, yeah? And that's how, my friends, that's how you get the lovely contrast. So you don't have to, you can use a white pencil, but parchment, printed on parchment, means that you can stretch the art. I like that, you know. I think that adds just it makes it more tactile as well. So if you're new to the game, that's what that's all about. That's as simple as that. It's printed, beautiful artwork on parchment that then you can add your doodles to, because of course, you know, it's just paper, but it's stretchable. It bends when you stretch it. And so I could go on there and I could take my black pens and I can add my doodles and all that, and I can stamp on top of that, do all that. but it's got that added property. That's the translucent nature of parchment. It's great gear. Good gear, good gear. Got loads of it in the cupboard. Right, now, let's have a look. If we take a look now at the smaller version of this, right? I digressed there a little bit. I tend to do that, but it's okay. That's okay. Now let's take a piece of tracing paper. If you've been watching and not joining in, right? Let's just say it's fine. Honestly, I'm glad you're here. It's fine, fine, fine. Honestly, but you might want to think about joining in. You don't need a lot. You don't need a lot to join in. And it's not a competition. Nobody's going to judge you. There are no experts in the building. I'm really keeping it simple now. But it's really good for you, for me, to actually do. You know, it's one thing watching, fine. But it's another thing doing. When you do something, you get with your hands, the mental benefits of it are quite surprising, you know. So maybe you want to just get a pad of tracing paper. And the thing about the tracing paper as well is that it's a safety net, you see. So for example, I take a piece of tracing paper. You see how all my templates, all these frames, are all on tracing paper, right? And the reason for that is because I didn't want to go straight to best. You understand? I didn't want to go straight to best. So I put it on the tracing paper, then I transfer it, and then I know I like it. See? So for somebody starting out new, what that really translates to is a safety net. It takes the pressure off. Like if I had to draw straight onto there, I've only got one of these in the pack. Let's scan it, right? So that's the point. Is I you know, it's good quality card. It's printed for you. Can you scan it? Why? Why am I going to say no? You know, I appreciate it if you buy them because that's what keeps us going as a company. It's not legal, but you know. Listen, if I knock on your door with a uniform on, don't open. Unless it's the nurse's uniform, and then you can let me in. Right, come on, stop larking about. What I'm saying is that the tracing paper, it really helps. It's a cushion. It helps you. So now, for example, I want to do not a square one. I want to make a frame around here, and I'm going to show you where we're headed because I think that's good too. This is so pretty. You're going to love it. Right, you ready? Look, see? So that now, let me see if I show you what I doodled early this morning. I'll show you what I did, and then we'll break it down and we'll do it together. Okay, let me bring it up to this camera and let's see if we can see this better. Right, let's have a look at it. So it's like a huge C for Christmas. Right, it's a huge, lovely arch. And then we've got a holly, which we know how to do. Then I picked out the stars. See the little stars from Marina. And I've added a few of those in there as well. Then I've taken the snow elements and I've added a few of those in there. Then I put peace on earth and then down here and goodwill to all, just like we did last time. So that'll be easy to write around the curve like that. Yeah. So that's where we're headed. So when you do this, like the first thing you see is I've done it on tracing paper because I only had one of these and I didn't scan it. Right. Now, let's see if I just get my rubber going. So that's what I'm saying. When you join us, we don't use loads, do we? We don't use loads. You need pencils, you need a pencil, you need colouring pencils, you need the postcards to get started. Right. And that's my point, a pad of tracing paper. This is your security blanket. It really, I mean, I wouldn't go straight to the canvas. I would certainly do this first. you know, and make sure I like it. And then I'll transfer it. So I need a pencil. I've got a 3B, only because I couldn't find the HB. Any pencil will do the job, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a big C, and the C is going to run from there all the way around and up there, like that. So we're going to make let's make a couple of marks. Look, let me give you a bit of guidance. Again, you fold the tracing paper in half, and then you put your postcard bottom right. So that way, it's like an aligner. You see, all I've got to do is that, and then I know it's always going to be in the same place. Okay? Or left, whatever rocks your boat. Right, now, let's have a look. So if I'm going to do this like so, let's see. Right over her hat, right there, I'm going to start my C. And then I'm going to sweep round like that. And then, let's just get this pretty right. I'm going to come up to about there. All right then. So about there. That'll do. It's never going to happen, but it's always nice to know, you know, give yourself a place to go to. So we're air drawing now. We're air drawing. So you're going to take this and you're going to air draw like that. And you're just going to do that a few times so you get the sweep. Because when you start, you're doing it in one sweep. You're going to go woof like that, like a runway. So I'm going to stand up for this one. I'm going to start like that and I'm going to air draw. So I'm coming round. I don't want to go over the top. I'm coming around there and I'm going off that way. I'll show you again. So side, look, where have I gone? I've gone like that, round the outside and then off like that. It's quite big. Only about a little bit, about ½ inch off the edge, right? Round we go. See if you can do it. And don't forget, it's only a bit of tracing paper. It didn't work, it's fine. Like that. I'm going to go like that. I'm going to go slowly. I'm coming around like that, and I'm going to flick off there. Right, here we go. Round we go. And then up we go. Right, that'll do for a C. You see? You see? Right, there's your C. That'll do. If you want it a bit round there, now's your chance to do it. If you want to improve on your shape, you see now, because it's on a bit of scrap, come around like that. Maybe better. Whatever you want now, now's your chance to do it. If you want to change it a bit, here is your opportunity. I don't want to go too far up with that bit. I'm going to come around there, like that. Get your C in. It's just a great big curve. And it's got to have a nice, flow. It's all about flow. Like that, round it comes. So then once you've, bingo, there you go, nice flow. Hey, turn it around that way. Let's have a look at it this way. Does it look right that way too? Because if it looks right from all angles, then you're on a roll. And I'll tell you for why. Right? This curve is so good, right? It's just a simple C. Wonder how close I am. Well, don't get much closer than that, friends. Right, C's a C, isn't it? Right, so I've gone like that. But what I really liked, right, let me show you. This is so nice. I took last year's Christmas one, this one, and last year we did, this was really nice. We did something in the background on this one, didn't we? Right, but let's take this little one, right? And let me take this one, and let me show you something. If I put that in there now, look how pretty that looks. I'll stick that up there. Look, that way round. Do you see? I'll move it over a little bit, like that. So now, forget the words, right? Now you'd put peace on earth that way, and you could still use that, but look how gorgeous that is tall. If you've got that curve right, and let's face it, we would normally never go around that way. We would always come round anti-clockwise. So to come round this way, we'd normally come round that way, wouldn't we? I would. I don't know, it's because I'm left-handed. But doesn't that look nice that way round? I thought so too. Hey? Yeah. So this is going to be really easy to do and so useful for other images too, but not just, what I'm saying is not just landscape, portrait too. And because it's so easy to draw, this is why I'm saying, if you're just watching, join in. Honest. Now let's have a look. What we're going to do now is add some holly. So we'll add some holly. Just let's do the top and I'm going to do it a bit smaller at the top and a bit larger at the bottom. Right, we'll do a few holly sprigs. Are you good at holly? We did a few last week as well. They're easy to do. Look, you just start in a spot and you go 1, 2, 3, back up the other side, sorted. Couple of berries, Bob's your uncle. Yeah? Here we go again. 1, 2, 3, up the other side, down the middle, done. Do another one. What I find, right, if I draw away from myself, it goes weird. Look, watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm telling you now, right, that came out all right. But it's a lot easier to go from the point near the branch and then come outwards. You find it's just a lot easier. Let's see if we can do one. Let's do one on its side. So we're going to go like that. That's curling up. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then up like that. Does that look like it's on its side? Kind of. Hey? Yeah. That's it. So you do your side one, then you do 1, 2. Let's go in like that. There you go. And there's a berry there. And there's the side. And then if you want to bring a little bit down the back, you can. That'll do. Looks a bit weird. Stick to the front ones if you can't do that. Sometimes they just happen by themselves, don't they? Do a little church like that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that one went wrong. Just practice. And the thing is, when you're doing this, you're not worrying about Christmas. You're not worrying. Full stop. You're not fretting. You're not anxious. You're just worrying about. The only thing you've got to worry about is what does your holly look like? And don't call it worry. Just focus. Yeah. And that's why I keep saying, do it. You'll find the relief. I came this morning with a banging headache. I don't have a headache now, and I didn't take any pills. You see? And the reason is because I'm concentrating on my C, on my curve, on you, on the holly, and just those little exercises. You know, other people go running around the block. That they get off on that. That to me would give me a headache. That would not go well. But this is my way of clearing the mind, and it works every time for me. Really, really good. My nomies. Right, ready? I needed that. Looked a bit perverse, Barbara. Right, here we go. So a couple of holly leaves. It works best if you work away like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Let's do another one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, round the back. There you go. Then step away and decide. Do you want to do another one? Yeah. I'm going to do a little one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That one looks a bit ropey. That's okay. It's only a piece of tracing paper. I want to do a few here. I think I'll do a couple here. A big one there. Then I'm going to come down here, leave that, and then do a few more up there. How's that sound? Come on then. Right. Drawing away from the stem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up we go. That will do. Are we happy? How are you doing? Let's do another one that way around. You all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Christmas is always quite an emotional time, isn't it? Shall I put one round the back there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is. It's an emotional time of year for a lot of people, you know. And I guess we just have to. I'm going to come over the top of this one. That's it. And then I'm going to rub. I'm rubbing out. It's not all just left and right of it. We'll come over the top. So this one, for example, 1, 2, 3. I'm coming right over the top, look, just to make a point. And then I'll rub this out, the bit round the back, so you can't see. There you go. Now you're getting a bit of lift, a bit of depth. So So I've got that one. I'm going to bring one away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I was in Lewis the other day, there was a chap, young, I say young, he was my age. What am I talking about? I'd say he was in his 50s, okay? And he was homeless. He was a homeless chap. And so I stopped to talk to him. And he was such a nice guy, you know. And there he was, homeless in Lewis, you know. Freezing cold it was. Absolutely freezing. So I stopped to talk to him. And his name was Mark. Really nice bloke. Good looking fella. Kind. Educated. You know. I thought, I recognise you. Where do I know you from? You know. I said, you got somewhere to stay this Christmas? He said, yeah. He said, I've got a friend who, he said, he's let me live with him for a few days. He said, I'm really lucky. And then he started telling me all about the food that his friend's going to cook. And it was all, and then we're going to have turkey, and we're going to have, and he said, and then we've got so many lovely things, and this and this, and then, you know, and this was the bit that just stopped me in my tracks. He said, because Waitrose throw away so much lovely stuff, and my friend goes and collects it all. Boom. You know? So his friend that was letting him live there, I stupidly thought, oh, he's got friends in Lewis with a nice house and a picket fence and yada, yada, yada. No. His friend was obviously just a little bit better off than him, but he still went and got all the throwaways that we don't buy out of the bins at the back of Waitrose. He said, they throw away amazing stuff, and my friend's going to go and get it all, and then we're going to have a feast. Good Lord. And he was really looking forward to Christmas. Really looking forward to Christmas. You know, the great leveller, Mark. I said, I've got a son with your name. And so he started asking me about Mark. And I said, it means, you know, I said, Mark means strength, power. He said, yeah, warrior, you know? So we were talking about that. And then I said, my name's Barbara. No, he asked me, what's your name? I said, Barbara. He said, that means stranger. I said, it does, foreigner. He said, isn't that funny? And we started laughing about our names. He said, because I don't feel you're a stranger. I said, I'm no stranger to you. And he also said, don't I know you? And we looked at each other and I thought, bloody, I know you. Where do I know you from? Isn't that uncanny? Yeah. So there you go. He was really, really grateful because, I'm not keen on this one here. He was really, really grateful because he was going round a friend's house. He was able to get in out of the cold. Eh? Imagine. He was able to get in out of the cold and eat the stuff that Waitrose throw away. Yeah. And he was really happy about that. There you go. So this looks a little bit uniform grey. This one, look, it's all the same. It's because I was talking, not focusing. I'm going to get rid of this one and do this one again. So it's got a little bit more, otherwise it just looks like a big stick. So this time I think I'm going to go the other way. So there's let me get my curve right again. Curve on, right? So I guess I guess, and I'm not preaching here. I'm really not preaching. I'm not asking you, your opinion about homeless people. I don't, I have my opinion and I don't give it to you. It's just, I don't want to hear people say, well, it's a choice he's made, because that would just make me sad. Right, there you go. And then another thing he said to me, he said, I've got to get my act together. And then we just started laughing. He said, I've really got to get my act together. I said, yeah, good idea. And we just started laughing our heads off, Total stranger. Not a stranger. Now, let's have a look. I think that looks better. I'm happier with that. Now I want to do some fillers with stars. So let's have a look at the stars, because they're a chat. So I was looking at the stars. Sounds like the start of a song. I was looking at this little star here, and I thought, I like that star. I like that star. So I thought, right, how can I emulate that star? So I thought, right, this is the way to draw. I'll do it in large, and then you can see. Let's see if it works. So really lightly, draw like a gnome's hat, like that. Go like that. Quite tall. Okay. See if this works. And then what we'll do is we'll come across the gnome's hat like that. Let's do that. See if this works. Right? Now, let's put some ears on that. Let's see what happens if we come up here like that. And then let's knock these out. See, now, can you see that? Now I've got something to build on, because now I can take that. It's almost like a flower. There you go. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See? 1, 2. And now you can change the shape. So once you've got the idea, so what you've got is a triangle there and another one coming across there, except you bring the legs up like that. Do you see? It's because it's only got 5. It's not got another one here. It's not like it's not that. See? It's only got 5. So it's a little bit different. Should we go one more time? Let's try it again. So you're going to do a smaller one. So I'm going to press hard so you can see where I'm going. So I've got that, right? If I want, I can make it a bit longer. Then I'm going to, now this decides how long my bits, the legs are of the star, right? So now I'm going to come across like that with a little bow on it, because I want it to be quite funky. Then I'll come down here like that. So it's like a kind of a boomerang, right? And then up there. And then when I take these, it doesn't look like anything until you lose these bits. And then once you get those bits out of the way, right, now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See? So I've got a fat star. So let's try another one. One more. Ready? We're going to go. I'll do it really lightly. I'm going to make a thinner one now. This is a grayscalers one. Right, and then we're going to go like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, and like that. And then we'll take out the sides like that. I've got a lovely star there, see? And now if I want to, I can make it a bit taller, make it a bit thinner, make it a bit... love it. See, and then put a stalk on it, and you have a wand. Hey? See? But it starts with that arrowhead there. See? That one. And then that. But the easiest way to draw it is to start with a gnome's hat. I find it easier to sort of deconstruct things like this. What do you think? Yeah? So that's it. So you do the gnome's hat, then you give it ears, just like that. So you go like that. Then you bring that down, like that. Practice a few times. There you are. Take these out with our biggest selling product of the year again, the eraser pencil. That is a sad indictment of our confidence, friends. Isn't it? Rubbers, nibs, and groovy tabs. Cheap as chips. Everything I've just mentioned is like under a £5. But do you know what? I mustn't dismiss a fiver, because lots of fivers make a pound. And that's, ask Mark in Lewis, he'll tell you. There you go. See, so some of us live in massive excess. I must listen to myself when I say that. Some of us live in massive excess, and then there are others that don't. And there's a little bit of a little bit of redistribution of wealth, I think, required here, people. So yeah, certainly makes you stop and think, doesn't it? Eh? Does me. Anyway, I can only speak for myself. There you go. So I've got my holly, and now I'm going to put some stars in. See, that's what I want to do. You see that? Okay. Let's put a bit of white behind it. Barbara, see the little stars? They look pretty. So simple. Look, you can leave it. You can attach it like that. You can attach them, or you can just leave them in the sky, and you can make them tiny like that. Look, so you can hang them so they look like, yeah, nice. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's make a couple of stars. I'm going to put one there, one up there. Gonna do it with me? Right, here we go. Hat. I'll do one here first. This is, and then I'm going to attach it there. So now I can decide also where the top's going to be, so they're not all like soldiers. So I'm going to turn the paper around, and I'll put my little, I think I want to come away a bit. So I'm going to put my little hat in like that. Lightly does it. Then I'm going to put my other like that, like that, like that, like that, and like that. There you go. That'll do. Then I'll take my, there, success. See? Easy when you know how. That's a nice one. Then I can leave it like that. I can put some little snow elements in there and berries, or I can attach it if I choose to. Or I could put a great big, I might, you know, I might put another, I'm feeling I need to put another holly one in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in it goes. There you go. Now it's looking good. Bit balance. I might just leave that one hanging. I'll do a little one down here now. Okay, here we go. Little one. So little gnome hat. Then on the sides, little ears. And then in we go again. How's that look? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll take out the centers. Lovely little stars. Are the stars out tonight? Right, that'll do. I think, no, not there. Not off the tip. Stupid girl. Come off that one like that. That's better. You know what's brilliant as well about hanging out with you, right? This is the best bit. I think actually I'm going to attach this one. Oh, like that. It looks a bit weird. Oh, whatever. It'll do. The best thing is, I think I'll put another one up here. Right out in there. Not even going to join this one. This is going to be like a really nice star. The best thing about hanging out with you this morning, like, is there's no question of shall I, shan't I? I'm doing it. You know, I know, you know, you got 150, 200 people turning up at the front door for an hour to hang out with you. You're going to get up and put your makeup on. You know, you're going to get your act together, aren't you? You're not going to just say, oh, I can't be bothered this morning, right? And so what that does for me is it stops me getting frantic about anything. There's no reason to get frantic about anything, and this stops me doing that. There, that's a nice one. Do you know what? This is a great way of making flowers as well. Just saying. That's pretty. The trick is to do a tiny one. That's what I want to try. Tiny, tiny one. Let's do a little tiny one here. See if I can, because this will join the two things together. Yeah, so coming out to hang out with you, it distracts me as much as it distracts you, friends. Believe you me. It just prioritizes everything. And I think, well, oh, that's a pretty one. Like that one. Do you know, there's the key, that little fella there. In fact, I think I've got another one here now. Yeah, it just right sizes everything, doesn't it? Hey? Just puts it all in priority. I know what's important. You are the most important thing today, this morning. There you go. Kids are still in the land of nod. They got jet lag, a go-go. So let's see. This is what's today? The 23rd, is it? Is it the 23rd today? Yeah. 23rd already. Okay. So I can make that one. Let me see. Stick up or hang down or just leave it. Right. And then now what we're going to write on this one. So it's the 23rd today. So let's see. So Christmas Day, it's Saturday, we're going to get together on Saturday, right, at 10 o'clock, just for a half hour. Bring a mince pie, bring whatever you fancy, bring a cup of tea or coffee. And then what we'll do is, I've got so many beautiful cards and presents and just so much loveliness that you've sent me, and just lovely things. And so on Saturday, you know, there's loads at the office, but I've got loads here, and I'll just show you some of the beautiful pieces. If I don't show you artwork, don't be offended. It's going to have pride of place somewhere. A lot of it came home, a lot of it stayed at the office to keep all the Clarity crew involved as well. So they've got lovely artwork. Janine's got loads in front of her as well. But on Saturday we could get together, and I can let's just wish each other a happy Christmas and hang out for half an hour, eh? And I'll show you some lovely things. And then I was thinking, the following Thursday, SHAC Shack, is the 30th. And I was thinking, let's get together. Why not? Because nothing's changed. There are still a lot of people on their own. There are still a lot of people that they've muscled through Christmas. They've survived that. And then what? You know, and then they've got the fireworks to contend with and the frightened cats. So let's get together again on the 30th. Yeah. And not doodling per se, but let's just hang out. Let's make a plan for the new year. I've got some ideas. I'll run and buy you. And get your pencils, let's make a plan, right? Let's make a plan, my man. And we'll get together on the 30th, which is not the last day of the year, but we could have a look at all the things that we've done. We could put it into perspective, couldn't we? Let's have a look at what we've created on the bus. I mean, we're on the 236, the 236 today. Yeah. So let's see what we've been doodling and hanging. I'll put it all in order. That gives me the discipline then to put together a little tour, a little review tour. Let's do a review tour of 2021. Hey, it's been a year, hasn't it? God, what a year. Funny couple of years. But let's have a look at the beautiful art that we've created. Let's hang out together. Let's do that. You know, and if you can't make it, it's only an hour or so. But if you can't make it, don't worry about that. And Paul says, TV. Oh yeah, of course, nearly forgot. TV on the craft store on Christmas Day at 11 o'clock and 7 o'clock as well. That's fun. Really nice stuff. Yanis and I are working together. So that'll be fun. Oh yeah, that'll be really fun. You'll enjoy that. And other than that, let's just keep going. Not finished yet. Let's have a look. And this evening the kids are going out with their friends. So they're going out for a meal and stuff like that. So that gives me a chance to catch up on a bit of wrapping and stuff, which I shall. Hang out with Dave. He's doing okay. There's good days and bad days. But all in all, he's a trooper. You know? He's all right. He's all right. He's all right. He'll get there. Now, I think this is really pretty. Let's look at the words now. Right, what do you wish? Peace on earth. I think peace on earth. And then, and goodwill to all. Huh? What do you think? I'm going to use my writing. You know the writing where you don't come up for air? Peace on. Or what about peace on and then earth here? Does that look better? Let's have a look. I'm going to air write to see what I think. Peace on. Yeah, all right. Let's try it really lightly first. Peace on earth. Yeah, I like that. Right, so then we're going to go peace on earth. I like that one. And then I get more confident, you see. Make sure it's nice and straight. And it's what I want it to be. There we go. Peace on earth. That looks good. And goodwill to all along the bottom. Let me just see if it fits. I'm really doing this lightly. To all. And if it doesn't, I can always add another holly leaf, can't I? Right, so I'll come in a bit further. And now I've got writing all over it. I can't see which is which. Let's go again. Okay. And good will to all. No, I'm going again. This time it looked too crammed at that end. Right, now we're going to start up this end, Barbara. Now be sensible. And good will. Let's stop for a minute. To all. That's better. Right. It's going to look really pretty. And now I can go in heavier, more heavily. Goodwill to all. See? And it just flows around the bottom. What a lovely, isn't it? And then we've got these little snow bits, so you can put them in. We've got the stars in. And now you extend, you see, when you're doing this, see the dots behind her, the little bits, you bring them out a bit. And now there's no, it all flows. This little image here. So we've taken that little solitary image and we've wrapped it in a really nice C, like a big loop or a curl, right? And if I took that one now, and this is the key here, I wonder if let's see if it works. If I take that little girl, she gone. I know I had her here. Here she is. See, if I turn that round, doesn't that look pretty? Around her like that as well. Hey, might be turn it like that a bit even. See? It's really cool, isn't it? Really nice. So there you go. That's it. So tomorrow night, and now what I'm going to do, let me just finish this bit of project completion grey. What I'm going to do now, I'm happy with that, is I'm going to turn it round and I'm going to take a soft pencil and I'm going to go back in over the back now, right? So, and this is where I really do, I need to put the graphite on that side, see? And then when I turn it over onto my actual artwork, grey, you're English. Right, let's have a look. Where's that gone now? Here she is, right? I'll do that all the way on the back, do the whole lot with the pencil, pressing quite hard. So I'm transferring the lead to the back now. It's just, this is what we did at school, wasn't it? It's not rocket science. And then we'll turn it around like that. Align it in that corner again, so it's in the right place where we want it. And then, wait, I'll take a harder pencil now, 2H. Then when I do that, worth treating yourself to a set of decent pencils. See? So now I've got my star exactly where I want it. And then I can pen it. When I say decent pencils, I'm talking about these ones, Faber-Castell, my heroes, right? These are lovely. These are lovely. You can get, I mean, you could join in with a lead pencil, any bog standard lead pencil, but these are great. You get soft and hard ones. And then when I say then we can ink it, then I'm talking about these. So really, do you know what? We've been going for 2 years. We're still using the same pencils, the same colouring pencils, the same, you know, so it's not a big investment really to be part of the SHAC Shack. Not really. I don't think so. Not for, no, it's not. No, it's not. But if you just want to sit and drink coffee and hang out with us, do you know what? That's brilliant too. So let me just make sure that I've put closure to this so that you can finish up your work nicely if you choose to. And then I just wanted to, let me see, what else did I want to mention? While you just take a look at that, or you could do a screen grab if you want to, just so that you can see exactly what we're doing. Yeah. It's Christmas Eve tomorrow, and in our house, Christmas Eve, we celebrate Christmas continental style. So we celebrate Christmas tomorrow evening. So that's why the English celebrate Christmas Day and we celebrate Christmas Eve. And so tomorrow is it's lovely. The candles are lit and we'll just get a really nice, it's a lovely Christmas. It's a lovely Christmas at our house. This year, my parents are only coming over. They're coming over on Christmas Day for the big lunch. It's too much for them now. You know, they live a ways away. So it would just be Dave and myself and the kids this Christmas Eve, which is great. I'm so grateful for that, you know, and I'm grateful that my parents are going to be there the following day. So things are a little bit different, but they're wonderful, you know, and they are what they are. It is what it is, and I'm over brimming with gratitude. So whatever it is you're doing this Christmas, whatever it is you're doing, I hope that, you know, that it's a good one and a safe one. And don't forget, on Saturday, we'll hang out for a little while together. And on Clarity Worldwide and on Groovy Worldwide, there'll be people, I know what you like, they'll be putting their artwork up for you. So don't be lonely, you know, don't be lonely. You may be on your own, but you don't need to be lonely. And I hope that we can help keep you company during the Christmas season. So go easy, take care, and I'll speak to you again. Let me see. The first time is on Saturday, Christmas Day. All right, and we'll have a look at some of the beautiful things. And maybe I can show you a couple of bits of pottery that I finished. Oh, I got some really nice stuff that's come out, like proper. So I'll bring that up here as well. And I'll show you my stash because I haven't wrapped it, so I can show it to you. Yeah. Anyway, lots of love. Be safe. I hope you enjoyed that. Paul, thank you so much for your help. And yeah, if you're feeling bored, practice your stars. Little nose, little ears, little legs. And you know what? They make lovely little star people. Take those star bodies as a body, right? And then add a head, add little hands, add little long legs and little feet. And you know what? You've got yourself a proper little star man. Okay. Anyway, just a thought if you're getting bored. Lots of love. And I'll speak to you soon. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Bye-bye now.